This unofficial. This is see that we got the official. This is unofficial. But yes, okay. So this is, I guess we'll just call this thirst for knowledge.
Okay.
Our thirst for knowledge. My thirst for knowledge. So what I do is when I learn something new, or just hear about something new, I just make it a point to like just research that one topic. So like I don't know if my agent's kind of pissed off, but I put like a stack of things in their to-do list just around the silver tsunami.
Right.
You know, just like write some blogs, go do some research on this area. Let's look up some build. So I just dive into it, and that is how I build my thing. And the way I see the world is when I look at people, like there's like little bars of information over your head when you say things, and I'll take one, and I got mine, I'll give you one, and then like they're different colors, like yours are purple, yours are like teal, you know, and
Right.
you know, so it's like that's just how I see it. So I just got like different colored bars up in there.
Right.
And that's knowledge for me.
Yeah, and I've always had like a thirst for knowledge, and like I said, whether it be back in the day stacking up those trivia cards so I can read them and beat my brother or my father in trivia, playing Jeopardy at night, keeping score. But when in the world, when something interests me, I'm not just like, okay, that was cool. No. I'm writing it down, putting it on my hand so that when I get to a stoplight or when I get home, I can research to know what it's about. Whether whether it has to do with older adults or just life in general. Like, I want to know about that. Yeah. And I need to know about that. So it's just that thirst for knowledge that I've always had.
I'm a huge note taker.
Yeah.
So I'll have this stack of just notebooks through my life. I'll just fill it up and then throw it somewhere.
Yeah.
Just like if I have it, I did have to write it. So then I started in my phone and I'll just write it. But the biggest thing that has changed my life is my Remarkable. Have you seen it?
No, what's a Remarkable?
I wish my bag was closer. I'm going to grab it.
Okay, because that's my issue is that my notes are on my hand, in my phone, on a notepad, on my computer, in my email.
Me too.
I try to email myself things so I can remember that I need to look at.
So this is a Remarkable.
Okay.
It's like a paper tablet. I don't know why it's greasy.
Oh my goodness.
It keeps you from getting distracted because I get very easily distracted. But it has an internet, so you can load up documents. It syncs to my computer, my iPad,
Look at
just
that.
your phone. So you can put contracts in here.
Okay.
You can sign on it. This would be great. Where's my pencil? Hold on, I want to show you the pencil.
So how do you use it for like note taking and like to do and like okay?
It works with whatever organizational pattern you can think of. So I have folders and notebooks, and then you can put covers of the notebooks, and then I can just make like a quick sheet. So here's a quick sheet, boom. And then this is not the pencil it comes with. I lost the pencil it comes with at a listing. It's like $140 to replace it.
Oh shoot.
So I just bought this one for $30. I put it
Okay.
to sleep. The seller found it. It was in the closet when I was making a video. I stuck it in there to try to show how deep the closet went, but I dropped it.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Yeah, he won't give it back because I don't know why. But
So
try it.
It's hundreds.
Yeah, no, I think it's just because he's upset. He's upset.
So you're just like handwriting notes?
Yeah, but it's paper. Like, feel that. The real pencil feels better, and then you could flip that right over and erase. And I think it's actually set to marker right now. You can switch it to a pencil, and it's a different vibe. You see that little black? Yeah, hit
This one?
the one on top.
This one.
Yeah, tap it again.
Okay.
Boom. Now you pick what you want to write with.
So that was thin. I can pick.
But that's also
Marker,
a marker. Yeah, that's a marker. You might want to
What is that called?
a Remarkable. Remarkable 2. It's the best thing my wife bought it for me, and I just can't get enough of it. You can
love
load
that.
contract docs into it and just sign right on there.
Okay.
It doesn't show color, but if you want blue ink, it'll be blue ink, and it'll look
Okay.
like they signed it with a pen.
So this would in essence replace like the legal pads that I use.
You don't
on
need
the
paper at
daily?
all. You're paperless.
Right.
If you
Okay.
need to sign something, just put it on there, and then
Okay.
put it back. It's synced. Like, it's synced.
Okay.
You know?
You're a wealth of
Can
knowledge. I
it
love
can
it.
it translate your handwriting
To text. Yes.
Are you a good hand? Do you
That's
have
how I write my
nice-
blogs. I'll handwrite them on there.
Right.
And then I'll convert to text, and then I'll download it on my computer because it
Okay.
syncs,
Right.
and now it's on Word, and I can
Yes.
change. I can type
Okay.
it, but also there's a little keyboard that'll pop up on there so you can type. But there should be a
Right.
little text button down there. I don't ask me to
Okay.
do it right now,
No,
but
it's
it'll
very
do it.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
crazy. Yeah, Julie, write
Yes.
something. Feel it.
Yeah.
You can
Good
erase your
job.
signature. You can just flip it right over and erase it. It's an experience. Feel that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
The real pencil it comes with, you hear it. It goes.
Oh,
so
like
nice.
as if you're actually doing
Yeah,
it.
it's the world's thinnest
could be-
tablet.
Okay.
Oh
You
my
should.
goodness.
CarePatrol should have like
Oh.
branded ones just walking around. And,
Right. Right.
Cool.
It-
I erased it.
And you can
What do I
put
say?
books on it. Everything. Yes, it rotates. Yes, it
That
rotates.
is amazing.
Very
Love it.
cool.
Love
okay.
it. So whenever I get an idea like 3 a.m., I'll just
Right.
pick it up and just, I have to write this.
That's
She'll
okay.
send the email.
So that's crazy me that at 3:42 in the morning,
Mhm.
here's Nikki sending out an email because I will, and I wake up
Mhm.
not like I'm so groggy and tired, like full on. I got an idea. Let me.
Oh,
do
I
it.
got
like,
yes.
and
I
it
have to,
doesn't-
and I
yeah.
can't rest until it's like out of my head
Right.
and somewhere. Whether it's like it's some idea, I gotta put it in my Amazon wish
Yeah.
list. Like it has to
Yeah.
be like I have to do it, something on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I really need is it in my shower because I don't know about you, but my
Yeah.
best thoughts come when I'm taking a shower.
Yeah,
And
I keep it
everything-
in the
yeah.
bathroom. And I'll like jump out. I'll jump
Right,
out.
yeah,
Right, so then I'll
yeah.
jump back in. That's my thing. I'm glad
Okay.
we're having this talk.
Remarkable.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
I'm
write
not
it
crazy
down.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need to
remarkable.
work
No, my
It
head
comes
is
with the
going.
pencil
Like,
constantly.
people talk and in my head is going. Yeah. It's,
I have a hard time paying attention to what you're saying sometimes because I'll have my own idea. I'm trying to remember, like, oh, please
Same.
don't forget. And then I forget.
yeah.
And then as you've seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is cool. So how does all this tie into CarePatrol? Like, I guess being that you're so, like, smart, that kind of helps you with, because people would just think you're just, like, looking for places. But it's a lot more to
No,
this.
it's-
Like,
it's-
there's
yeah.
calculations. There's,
Yeah.
like,
No, right, we're doing all kinds of things. So it's funny because as I'm talking to a client and they're telling me about their life, their past life, their current life, their care needs that they have, what they like, little things are going in my head, and I'm already in my head saying, wow, they would really like this community because they
Yeah.
talked about how much they like fishing and a forest-like place, and I have the place for them. Or, oh, my client the other day, he's on the water in Fort Lauderdale. I really like this. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I have X amount of communities on the water, but would he like this? Would his wife like this? So they're talking, and my
Yeah.
head's already spinning. Like I know that, but I don't want to tell them. I
you
want to.
specialize on this type of situation.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
could be a show. This
It's
is-
just it's just
it's crazy.
like if will be, the experts in all things senior.
Yeah.
Like I said, right now we're the experts in assisted living communities, but yes, we're going to grow our knowledge base on other different things that we can, and we do
Yeah.
that through continuing education, continuing
Okay.
certifications, like so dementia with the onset with COVID, after COVID, and we've heard it. I'm not just throwing things out there.
Yeah.
We just heard it so many times. The early onset dementia is happening at an increasingly alarming rate after
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know more about that. So why
Yeah,
don't
that's
I go
pertinent.
ahead, let's be certified dementia practitioners. Let's really get
What?
to know about
This is
So-
so
so-
interesting.
Certification.
Right. So
you
that-
got it? You did it?
Yes,
Oh,
we
this
did
is
it.
crazy.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
so this is what happens. I think you're probably similar.
Yeah.
It's something that pops in my head. But I don't just want to say it. I want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm a doer.
Yeah.
So let's sign it up. Where's that course? Next Tuesday we're doing the course. That's it. So
Yeah.
there we go. Certified dementia practitioner.
That is me.
So it's really filling yourself with as much information as possible in this field, and it's ever growing. I mean,
You gotta
it's
care to be
endless.
better.
Right.
Yeah.
We do care to be
we
better.
really
That's
do care.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
We,
be better.
we
That's-
do care to be
I like
better.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. When I said you got to care to be better, I forgot the thing I was trying to hold
Right.
down because I didn't want to cut you off. But it's okay. Okay, so back to just being thinkers. So what books would you recommend? Oh, I remember the question I was gonna ask and I forgot it even again, but I'm stalling to bring it back. It was about yes. So you have to have like a kind of medical background, not background, but just basis of knowledge as well, just to kind of have a better of an understanding.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So your basis of knowledge, sure. CarePatrol is great. Like the way that they're structured and the information that they provide us with to help our older adults is amazing. So we have like what's called a care discovery. We go through their ADLs, so their activities of daily living, and then it goes all into medical. So whether it be vision and hearing, anything that's pulmonary related, any kind of joint muscle, anything that's happening, because we need to know, did you have a shoulder break 2 years ago, and is your right shoulder constantly hurting you? Why? Because your caregiver in the community we're placing you with needs to know, don't touch that right shoulder.
Because you might not remember to mention
Right,
it.
right. So we have-
Right.
so
when they
before-
keep saying they're in pain,
They would just be like,
there's a
my
reason
shoulder,
for
and
that.
you won't know the backstory.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So
Exactly.
we
Little
do that,
things.
and so a lot of people don't go into the detailed medical history,
Right.
but we do. We want
Okay.
to know what your medication list is, what medications are you on, so that we can provide all of this to our community, and they can have a full picture of not only medically what their issues are, but also socially, what did they enjoy? Because they might have been alone in a house for 7 years since their husband passed away. So what would you like to do in your golden years? And so we really try to get to know them on a more personal level to have them have that enjoyment again and really get into the community that they're going to move into, and be engaged in it and really enjoy life. Because oftentimes when we're working with widows or widowers, they're lonely.
Yeah.
And they think, well, I just like to be by myself. And then
Because they
think
think that's what they want.
They think,
Right.
and then you go back out there a week later, like, oh, and they're playing bridge with their new friends. So it wasn't that. They didn't know anything else. So to provide them in this community where if you want to be a loner, you can. Single apartments, right?
Yeah.
If you want to do that. But let's get you engaged, because we know that socially, the more you're engaged and you have those real true connections with other individuals, the longer you're going to live. So books that we like to read.
Yes.
Don't take mine.
Oh, crap.
Wait.
Whoa, remarkable.
Okay.
Remarkable. Erase all.
Well, okay.
See?
One of them that I talk to my residents about, the clients that I have, they're going to be residents, is The Art of Tidying Up.
Ooh, I love tidying.
Okay, right. But it was based in Japan. She wrote it, and I read the book like 15 years ago. Now it's like really taken off.
I tidy as therapy.
But it's right. What you're supposed to do
this.
is that people have a hard time getting rid of things because maybe it was a brand new dress and it has a price tag on it, and they can't get rid of it because they never wore it. Well, this whole art of tidying up, you hold up that dress and you say, you served your purpose. I was going to wear you to the wedding. I never did. Now, you talk to your
So you can help them.
Yes, now you put it, now we're going to put you in the donate pile, and someone else is going to get to enjoy you because maybe I've gained 5 pounds, not going to wear that dress again, or it's not the season. So that book, are you going to talk about the G book?
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk about the other one.
I don't think any book has ever resonated with me more than The Go-Giver. One.
Yes, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I think it speaks to me because I feel like that's who I am to the core.
Yep.
And it's just I've never had a book to really feel like, oh my gosh, this you can always do better.
Yeah.
But this truly is who I am. I'm always, as silly as it sounds, wanting to serve people. It really is with nothing in return. I don't want anything in return. I just want to make people happy. From entertaining at my house and having family over is just seeing people happy, or in need. If the person on the street is pouring with rain and I know I have an extra umbrella in the car, I'm going to go and get that umbrella and help them. So it's like I just have this in me, and so does Nikki. It's just wanting to help people. Nothing in return.
Right.
It's
I'm the same way.
Helping people.
I'm the same way. So I read a similar book called The Thank You Economy by Gary Vee, and it was like a similar concept, but just give first. Don't worry about I need or trying to take or trying to sell. Just give. So I look at it as planting little opportunity seeds all around. So I don't want anything from you. Like, here, just one day you might see me and you might be like, I have the perfect client for you, or you might see me. You never know where their next help's gonna come from. So the more people you help out there and just walk away, it's just you're more likely to have that one opportunity open for you.
Or being a connector for somebody.
That's
helping
my goal.
Two people come together.
Yes.
Again, it's not that it does anything for you, but this person has a need for something, and this person would be a good fit.
Yeah.
It's like let's get those people together.
We're like in the right career here. That's crazy.
So
I think, and then ultimately, it's just empowering anybody and everybody to be the best version of themselves, whatever that may be.
Yes.
The world definitely needs it, but that's really what where their angle should be is, how do I empower you to be the best version you can? What tools do I know that I can give you? Why withhold those tools? I always give without expecting anything, because I tell people, they're like, oh, I gave this person a bonus, but I didn't even get a thank you. Did you give the bonus because you wanted a thank you, or did you give the bonus because they did a good job? Because if you're giving it waiting for the thank you, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. So I do nice things. I don't care. I can hold a door from someone. If they don't say thank you, it's okay. I don't know what happened to them before they reached me or reached that point. I think that's really key with a lot of people, is that people often dismiss older adults or other people because, oh, they're grumpy, they're grouchy. Are they in pain?
Know what they've been through.
Are they in pain every day? What did they suffer? Because when I sit down with my older adults and hear the trauma that they might have had when they were younger, that's where they present a certain way. So I think I'm really good at breaking through those exterior walls that people put up and seeing the hurt and being like, it's okay. Sometimes I go to people and I don't even talk about what I do. A social worker will say that person's in the room, they need to get out of here and they need assisted living. And I'll go in there and I'm talking about coffee in Italy because it just calmed them down. And I say, you know what? Here's what I do. I'll call you in 2 days. And then I can call them and we can approach it. So it's not always sell, do for me, do for me. No, someone's in crisis, someone's in pain, someone's in agony, you don't know what's happening. Help them as best as you can help without expecting anything in return.
Yeah. And I mean, if someone out there like is like that, it's okay to renovate yourself is kind of what I like to refer to it as, because I was a very low person. I had to start reading to really like turn my life around. So I was a very big like, but do you have gas money type of person, because just I had an SUV, you know, I'm 18, so gas is like $4 a gallon. So you want me to take you to Fort Lauderdale? Like, that's gonna run my, you know, you got gas money, so I will leave you right there. Like, can't do it. So and then people just get pissed off and be like, come on, I'm on E, you know. But I just had to tell myself, like, you know what, I'll figure it out. Let me find a way to put gas. I'll take you, because I just and I used to be a big like, you gotta pay me back person, but now it's like if I need it back, I can't lend it, but I'm considering that like I'm giving this to you. If you decide to give it back, it's a blessing. So you just got to go through little things like that, and that's the importance of reading. So thank you for those little book ideas. I
absolutely.
Like it.
Now you asked us ours. Which other one do you say this was like a life changer or made me think of things differently?
So I have a series. Okay, so the first book that pivoted my life was The Secret. I watched the movie because I was just at my lowest. On my birthday, my wife and I just like laid on the bed and just watched The Secret on her laptop. And I was like, okay, I could think positively. Let's try it. I ain't got nothing to lose. Let's try it. You know, and then here we are. The next thing would be, I think it's As a Man Thinketh. And that one is a short book, but it is crazy. The main thing is thoughts become... thoughts become, I don't remember, I'm gonna read it again and we'll revisit this, but I think it's like thoughts become energies and then they become facts or something like that. You'll read it.
So no negative thoughts out in the world. Put the positive things that you want to manifest and come true.
Not even like they formulate. Yeah, similar to that, but just like they formulate, like it breaks down how it formulates, like how it works. And I'm just really big on that. And then The Way of the Superior Man just kind of helped me just like understand, like, because I would be randomly frustrated sometimes, you know, or like just not understand like why I'm like so just pissed off and just confused, you know. So just like, here, figure yourself out, and then it just helped me just carry myself better in a more pleasant way, because all we know is all we know. And for me, like, just as a young man, my friends raised me like that. I'm just like, so how do we deal with this situation, guys, you know? And that's all most men kind of go up with. Like, what your parents say kind of stops. You cut it off. What are your friends saying? And it's usually the worst advice you could get. So something has to break that. Something has to break that. So luckily, like, I met my wife at 18. So like right when I started like doing dumb crap. So I was like, I got something to do now, you know. So so it's the little things. You gotta notice when you need to readdress yourself.
I like that. Take inventory, who you are, where you're going, what are you doing.
Audit yourself. What's next? So that's why I want to audit myself now and just work better with the older community, because like it's I just feel like I haven't been doing a good job. Like I was just like, all right, I sold a house and just let all right, y'all got it? Y'all gonna figure it out from here? All right, good luck, you know? So I just want to do the next step. So that's why I'm so passionate about this, because like my grandparents in the Virgin Islands and I don't visit as much. Like my mom is a single parent, and then her mom died. Her dad, you know, so it's just her both grandparents passed away from Alzheimer's and dementia. So you just want to like just not to say like catch up on something, but I just have that drive to just like help as much as I can to kind of, if I can help someone else fix their situation. And that is why I'm so passionate about helping people, and I'm sure it is you too.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
We're good. Oh snap! See, this why this was $30. On Amazon.
I think it's meant to come off, right?
It is. It was
meant to come off.
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
It's good. But yeah, no, this was great. We got 2 episodes here. We got 2 episodes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this too. This was fun.
Okay. We have another one down the line too for something else, but we'll save it.
What
for
is
the
it?
Next
Oh, okay,
time.
okay. Because we would have.
Well, we don't only do CarePatrol.
What up?
Oh, yeah.
But this is a little sneak peek to the next one.
That's me switching videos. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna cut it. Okay. So we are here. What y'all got going on?
So we are Julie and Nikki, the proud owners of CarePatrol of Broward and Miami-Dade.
Love it.
But we have a passion project, and that passion project is called Sunshine Buddies.
Sunshine Buddies, okay.
I know.
I like the name.
The name's cute,
y'all have
right?
good names of things. CarePatrol, Sunshine Bunnies. I see like the trucks parked outside.
Yes.
Okay.
So what Sunshine Buddies does is we're trying to bridge that generational gap between the young people. I was going to say young disrespectful, but you know. Right.
Yeah,
so the young people and then the older adults. So somehow when I'm a Gen Xer somehow my generation started losing it. The younger generation, that respect for older adults is not there. It was lost. I know Julie's from the Caribbean. She's from Jamaica, so I think the Caribbean, they have it right. They understand respect for elders and older adults. We don't have it here. So what we do is we partner up with skilled nursing homes, assisted living communities, and residential homes. Anyone who has an older adult, the veterans homes, older adults who want to be interacting and engaging with young kids. So we do things like poetry in pajamas, where we get our little group of Sunshine Buddies over to older adult community, and we're engaging with them there. We do coffee and donuts for the veterans. We've done Flowers Day for Mother's Day, cards for Father's Day. And we constantly have a program in Broward County where we partner with different schools. They write like just little well wishes cards, and they're so like amazing and sweet. It's like, you are special and you are amazing, and they draw little pictures. And when we encounter someone who maybe needs a little pick me up, then we go ahead and we pass that card out to them.
That's nice.
It brightens their day. I mean, their faces, when the kids come in, they just light up. And then the kids leave there. Oh my gosh, I have a couple of them. When's the next one? When are we doing this again? When do I get my Sunshine Buddy shirt? Like, they really, really enjoy it. And you can see it makes a difference in them and in the seniors. So
that's cool.
It's all voluntary. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's what we do to give back.
I get that.
Right, right. It's just our way of giving back as well.
Okay.
You know?
Are there T-shirts? Like, is there a logo and everything? Like,
There
is this
is,
new? How new is it? We're in this.
The kids
Okay.
wear the Sunshine Buddy shirts.
Okay.
And they go in there and hand out the flowers or talk to the seniors. It really is.
So there's a little Facebook page that has some of the things we do. Yes, there is a Sunshine Buddy shirt. You can write Sunshine Buddies. Usually kids from age 5 to 18 in any capacity that they can help. And then because I did have a father who was a Marine, and the Marines were very, very important to him, we have an offset, so we really gear anything that we do towards the veterans with a group called Semper Fi Seniors. For that, we engage anyone around the country who wants to interact with veterans in the veterans' homes, wherever the veteran may be, with a cheer up card. Thank you for your service, because as many people may or may not be aware of, my dad was a Vietnam vet. The Vietnam vets especially did not get a warm welcoming.
Really?
And they did not. So if you didn't have someone who
I like history.
Okay, right. If you didn't have, so let me tell you what happened with my dad, who told me this. And my dad's actually written a book on this.
What's it
well, he
called?
just wrote his experiences. And it's not, I haven't had.
Okay.
It is
We'll
on,
revisit
it
this.
is on,
We'll revisit
it's on
this.
200 pages of legal page right now. But
okay,
he
we'll put it
basically
out.
wrote
We'll put
his
it out.
experiences. But what did happen when the Vietnam veterans specifically came back from the wars, they were spit upon. They were called baby killers.
Oh my God.
And they were disrespected. No one was there to greet them when they came back. No one was there to thank them for their service. They
That's
were
so
never
crazy.
thanked for their service.
Because they just, what they hear in like the news.
The news, right. So this is the onset. So during Vietnam, you really have that news that can be live. And this is what happened at that time.
Wow.
So they were not received well. So my dad was a proud vet, came back to the United States after serving the Marines and in Vietnam, and was very scared about even telling anyone what he did because of what their reaction was going to be. So that's a wrong. There's many wrongs in this country, but that's a wrong that I'm passionate about righting. So what I do to do that is do anything I can for the veterans. There is something that happens 4 times a year called an honor flight. That's not through me.
Okay.
That is through honorflight.org. And they bring veterans from World War I, World War II, well, World War I passed, but World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. They bring them to the memorials in Washington, D.C. They fly them up there for the day. And when they come back, we're there. So when they come back, I have my Sunshine Buddies there. Anyone who wants to volunteer with Semper Fi Seniors, local schools, community members, family members. And when they come off the plane, they're not expecting us to be there, but we are there with the flags, with the balloons, with the signs that say, welcome home.
Yeah, that's they get to feel that.
Hundreds
That's
of
great.
people, yeah.
Hundreds of people are there.
Wow.
Right. When they turn that, so I was on the little volunteer committee last time, and they turn the corner. So they see a couple people when they get off the plane. They don't realize the magnitude of who's there. When they turn that corner, I just happened to be standing there last time, and then they see hundreds of people lined up. They're crying. These veterans, these men in their 70s, 80s, 90s, 100 years old, and they're in tears because they all have their hats on. 80% were probably Vietnam vets, and they're in tears because they never got that welcome home. So you have people shaking their hand, thank you for your service, welcome home. So I think that was something that we could right that wrong, and that's one way to do it. So
yeah, that's important. Yeah. It reminds me of like years ago, early in my career, I had this one potential client, a seller. He had this huge house in Miami Gardens, and he always wore this hat. I don't remember if it was Korean War or Vietnam. How far along was the Korean War? Was that too far away?
55.
Korean War was 55 to
50 to 55,
right?
50 to 1955.
Do we know when Vietnamish was? Like
Vietnam was in the late 60s, early 70s.
Okay, so wow, that's close together.
So if you know how old the gentleman is, I can probably tell you. If he's mid-70s, it was probably Vietnam. If he's over 80, 85, it was a Korean War.
This was 10 years ago.
Okay.
And at that time, he might have been in his 70s.
Okay. So more than likely, it was probably the Korean War.
Okay, good.
I mean, I'm sorry, Vietnam War, not Korean. Yeah. It's hard to remember.
Yeah, but nonetheless,
yes,
he had a ton of equity in the house and wanted to sell it.
Right.
It needed so much work. So at this time, I didn't really know much about investment property. So I'm just letting like a bunch of investors come out and just send him these little offers.
Right.
We ended up never selling it, and because he just wanted to sell it so he could like figure out where to go. Like the house was in too bad a shape. He like, what do I do? That would have been the perfect time to know about CarePatrol, and you would have just pulled up in your CarePatrol mobile, and I would have been like, "Oh, thank God you're here, CarePatrol. Come on in." You know?
Right, and we could have explained
worked
to
together.
him, aid and attendance. So our veterans who were in Vietnam, Korea, World War II, active combat. If they saw active combat, they're eligible for aid and attendance. It can give a couple almost $3,000 a month towards care, assisted living. So, or even care at home. So whatever is needed. So we don't just, although we like to find assisted living community should someone want it, if they're not at that point yet and they need in-home care, we have those resources also. We want to do what's best for the person that we're helping. And it's not always assisted living. Sometimes it might be in-home care. We have those resources also.
I love it. Because like, she'll tell you, like, as a realtor, like, we have our own little, like, traumas just from some bad deals, and it just sticks with us through our career. So just imagine they're just going to work, and they have to deal with that, then to come home and deal with that. This same client, he used to always tell me war stories every time. And the biggest one he would always go back to was, I remember as soon as they announced the war was done, both sides, we all just put our guns down and shook hands. Like, no one wanted to kill each other. It was just like, they're making us do it. I'm at work. I got to, you know?
Right.
Wow.
So that was the biggest takeaway for me. Like, y'all need to decompress. Like, there's no one there for him to talk to. So that's another thing. Just having you come in just to let them vent during the CarePatrol sessions. I think it's special.
Right. And like you said, men, those women serve too, but men carry that extra burden where they don't have anyone. Who are they talking to?
Yeah, and like, what therapists were they going? You know, I don't think the Army was providing like counseling. So it's little things you never think about, and they just been holding that all this time.
A lot of our older adults are suffering with what happened if they did serve.
Yeah.
What happened there, and they just bottle it up.
That's their job has been all these years just dealing with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's important. I feel that's another reason we got this passion. So
this
is great. All right, is that 3? We got 3. We got a month. We got a month of content here. I'm gonna let y'all go before we get started to another episode because you know me, I'll hit it. All right, CarePatrol out.
Thank you.